Hey coach, so today we're going to talk about how to beta test your coaching program, okay? Now, if you don't know what beta testing is, don't worry, I'm going to get into that in this video. If you do know what it is, then you've probably been someone who's been told that you need to beta test so you can test your program out, you can get some testimonials. You may have even ran a beta test coaching program already and you haven't received results. You felt burned out because you didn't charge for the beta testing. And I'm going to talk to you all about how to beta test your coaching program today, okay? So if you're new to me, my name is Nyala, the Master Midwife for Coaches. I help them find and market their unique message so they can consistently sign high-paying clients. Now, one of the ways that we like to fill our coaching programs, and really at least what I do with my clients to make sure that they have a very good signature coaching program that they can feel confident and proud about, is telling them they have to go through beta testing. All right. Now, this video was inspired by a post that I saw in a Facebook group. And in that post, the young lady was talking about her new coaching program. I think it was a health coaching program. And that she was looking for some people to join, to go through the program for free, do all the content, and then give her some feedback on what they thought about the program. Now, the word free threw me because I'm somebody who made this mistake. So I've ran many beta testing programs over the last 4 years in the coaching industry. I've done some free in the beginning, and it really didn't work out for me. I found a new way to run beta testing programs that gives me better results, and that is what I want to talk to you about today, okay? So let's first start by talking about what the purpose of a beta program is. If you don't know what it is, I want you to think of it as a focus group, okay? So when a company is releasing a new product or a school is releasing a new curriculum, I want you to think about this. They usually put together a focus group, right? A focus group of people who are their ideal clients who will test the product, use the product, and give them feedback on it, okay? That is what a beta testing coaching program is. Now, I like to have my clients do this because this is a way for them to get the kinks out. This is the purpose of it. Number one, get the kinks out. So if there are things that are missing in their coaching program, they will find this out in the beta testing so they can tweak and create a better program when they release it, okay? Getting testimonials, that's another purpose, is that you want to get feedback. Sometimes coaches feel scared to put themselves out there because you may be new to the industry, you don't have testimonials yet, and this is a great way to get those testimonials. So the purpose of doing beta testing programs are great. However, most people do it the wrong way because they are being taught that they have to do it for free. That's what I was taught. And there's downside to doing it for free. So number one, inaccurate testimonials. When you do it for free, you tend to attract people who are not ideal clients for your programs. When you do it for free, you tend to attract people who are not going to do the work. When you do it for free, you tend to get frustrated because, hello, you're doing it for free and you're putting all your time in with these clients or prospects, and they're not doing the work, and it is frustrating, right? So this is the reason why we have to talk about what's the best way for you to run your beta testing coaching program. So first, let's talk about not really what you're going to do when you run it, but how you're going to fill it. Let's first talk about that. If you want to fill your beta testing coaching program, there's two ways that you can do it. The number one way is through prospecting. Okay, so I want you to write that down. The easiest way, the number one way to fill a beta testing coaching program is through prospecting, all right? The second way is through running a challenge. So again, I've done this so many times in so many different ways with so many different strategies, and these two works the best, all right? So number one is prospecting, and number two is running a challenge, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about both ways and how it has helped me. So number one, when we talk about prospecting, that just means going, reaching out to people who you believe would be ideal for your coaching program. So what I suggest is starting with your low-hanging fruit, making a list of about 20 people who you know are ideal for the program. You may have done coaching sessions, a strategy session with them before, and maybe they weren't ready. They may have joined programs before. These are people who are low-hanging fruit. These are people who you can reach out to and prospect and get them into the program, and they would be more ideal and easier to get into the program, right? So that's the prospecting. Now, there is a prospecting process. I want you guys to write that down. There is a process to prospecting. This is something that I teach in depth in my Market Your Message coaching program. Listen, if I'm going to be giving you guys what you want to do to run this beta testing coaching program, but let me just, full disclosure, I cannot give you everything in a little 20-minute video. Okay, it's just real. I'm going to give you enough that will allow you to, if you are already doing it, maybe you could tweak what you're doing so you can get better results. If you've been thinking about running a beta testing coaching program, what I'm going to give you in this video can help you, but it's not everything, right? So there are two options that you have. If you are someone who wants to take your coaching business serious, you want to beta test your signature coaching program, you want to be able to raise those prices, because that's the next thing you're able to do. Once you run the beta testing coaching program, you're able to pretty much triple the prices, because you now have a good program that's valuable, that gets results, and that is worth it, okay? So this is the reason why a beta testing coaching program is just, you know, smart to do all the way around. And if you're someone who want to do this seriously and you're really looking to 10x your results in your coaching program, you have two options. Number one, you can book an appointment with me, and we could go through a Market Your Message strategy session where we're going to talk. I'm going to figure out where you're at, what you've been working on, what your goals are. I'll give you a strategy that will allow you to reach your goals in the quickest and easiest way possible that fits your lifestyle. And then if you qualify for the program, I'll give you the opportunity to join us in Market Your Message, which is my signature coaching program. Your second option is if you're not ready for coaching, but you still want to get this information, I have a 2-day event that's coming up in August here in Philadelphia, August 17th and 18th, Market Your Message Live. And at this event, what I did is I took the curriculum from my signature coaching program and I consolidated into a 2-day curriculum. And that is what we'll be going through at Market Your Message Live. So those are your two options if you're ready to take this all the way, okay? Back to what we're talking about here. So the first thing when it comes to prospecting is making that list of 20 people and then going through that prospecting process. Now, most of you are going to say, well, what am I supposed to say when I message them? You know, if they respond back, how do I do the appointment? What do I say when I get on the phone with them? Those are the things that we do in Market Your Message. Get it? So that's what I mean when I say I can't really go too deep, but I'm going to give you just enough so you know what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So you go through the list of 20. Let's say you're trying to get 10 into your program. I am pretty sure that if you get the right tools and you know how to go through prospecting, if you have that experience already, you can get 10 people into your beta testing coaching program. Now, the second way I mentioned to fill the program is by doing a challenge. This works for me. Very recently, I think it was last year when I ran one of my coaching programs as a beta testing, I did a challenge. I did a 10-day challenge. I got 20 people into the challenge. I charged for people to come into the challenge. That was my tactic. By getting people to pay for the challenge and not doing a free challenge, I already activated buyers. That means that the people who join my challenge, they already invested. And it's always easier to get someone to invest when they've already invested one time. Got that? So I ran the challenge. As the bonus to the challenge, I gave them a free strategy session. On that strategy session that they got at the end of the challenge, I introduced them to my new beta program that I was getting ready to run. And if they qualified, I let them know that this is something that they can go through with me, blah, 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 blah. Now, you got to understand that when I did this challenge, a lot of the people who joined are people who were already following me. This is why this works, low-hanging fruit. People who've already been learning from me, people who were excited to be able to even work with me at a discounted rate. So now we can talk about money. Because really what inspired me to do this training is that I saw the post in the group and the lady was running the program for free. And I know what that did to me. And I know what it would do to you if you follow suit, okay? So you don't want to run your beta testing coaching program for free. You want to charge, okay? So I'm going to give you an example of what that looks like. When my clients work with me, after we go through their messaging and crafting their signature system, we put together a signature coaching program, okay? And they get ready to release that program out so they can run a beta testing for their program. Got it? Now, what I have them do is discount anywhere from 50% to 75% off. All right, I don't like to go too low, but low enough that the reasoning for giving the discount would be this is a beta program. All right, so the reason for giving the discount would be this is a beta program. So let's say your program is $6,000. That's what you want to charge for your program. However, you're not confident because it's new. You don't have no testimonials. You haven't worked with anyone through the system yet. All right, well, you could run a beta testing coaching program for $3,000. You could let them know it's a $6,000 program, but for beta, we're doing it half off. We want to be able to get people through it. Here's some of the bonuses you're going to get. Here's how we're going to work together. You see how that works? So you don't want to do it for free. I've already given you all the reasons why if you do it for free, it is not going to be the experience that you want and you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. All right, so the best thing to do is to discount it, but also make it very valuable because you don't want to discount it and then it comes off as a cheap. You get it? So I never want you to discount it too much. You have to make it make sense. You have to make it make sense. And if this is the type of stuff you want help with so you can run your program again, you have those two options. We could talk about the Market Your Message coaching program, or you can join us in Philadelphia, August 17th and 18th. And these are the systems that we're going to be going through, okay? Now, let's see what else did I want to talk about. So we talked about what a beta testing program is, what's the purpose for it. We talked about what happens if you do it for free. We talked about that was the downside. We talked about the upside. We talked about two ways that you are going to build the program. That was through prospecting or challenges, right? And now I want to talk to you about what you want to do once you get those people in, okay? So once you get them on the phone, or how once you make your list of 20 and you get those 10 people in, exactly what you want to do. So number one, you want to make sure you set expectations, okay? Make sure they know up front, this is a beta program. This is not perfect. The reason why we're going through this is because we want to create a valuable program that gets results for our ideal clients. And the reason why we ask you to go through this is so you can help us in the creation process. Make sure you set the expectations. Number two, set boundaries. And this is something that I do very well. Set boundaries, because the difference between somebody paying you $6,000 or $10,000 versus somebody paying you $1,000 or $2,000 is a different thing. And a beta program is such. It's not you giving all your time and your blood. You got to set those boundaries and set those expectations so your clients know what to expect during this process with you. The next thing is you're going to have to ask for the feedback along the way. This is something that I learned the hard way again. Years back when I first started beta testing, I would go through the program with someone and then ask them for the feedback at the end, and it wasn't the best. And now what I do when I do a beta program is I will ask for feedback after every single week of the program. So I'm getting feedback all along the way. And that's something that you want to think about when you're running your beta program. Now, there's one more thing that I want to talk about. And I want to talk about, how do I want to bring this one out? I want to talk about the two ways that you can actually run a program. So the first way you can run a program is by putting your curriculum together for your coaching program, recording your videos or whatever it is that you're going to be teaching in this coaching program, loading it up into your system that you use, and then giving it to the 10 people who's going to go through the beta. That's one way. The second way you could do it is do it as you go. And this is my favorite way. This is the way I do it. This is the way that I recommend. And what that just means is, let's say you're going to run your beta. Maybe your program is a 2-month program, okay? And every week is a module, and you're taking them through another step in the program. You will actually run it live and record it as you go, because this way you'll be able to make it better and better and better. When I first ran the Market Your Message program, that's how I did it. When I first did the beta, and I was able to find out that even though I was giving my people everything they needed, like their one sheet, everything they need to get their presentation done so they can start getting, giving their presentations and getting their leads and their clients, I noticed that some people, because everybody started at a different place, I noticed that some people needed more visibility and credibility to even get booked to speak. right? Because there was a credibility piece that was missing there. And that's why I was able to partner with one of the top PR companies that was able to give those type of services to my clients to help my coaching program be more complete. Does that make sense? So if I didn't go through it live and see what the ladies was doing, where people were getting stuck, I wouldn't have been able to make it such a wonderful program now where my clients are going out, sharing their stories, speaking, teaching their presentations, getting their leads, getting their sales, and that is what I want for you. All right, so this is a beta program. This is like a crash course. I went through it very, very quickly. If you're new to me, I'm sorry. I'm loud and I'm fast. So you may need to watch this over a couple of times so you can get it. But this is how you do a beta program. And if you want to know how to prospect, how to get deeper into this, how to create your signature coaching program so you can release your beta and then relaunch it at your higher ticket rate, which is what you want, then you have your options. You can join me for the Market Your Message coaching program, or you can join me for Market Your Message Live. Those are the two ways that you'll get everything you need to rock out this strategy, okay? All right, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it below no matter where you're watching this at, and I will see you in my next training.